It's great to see you again. Now that we know what a computer is, let's see how we got from something as simple as a calculator to the complex beauty of the mobile phone. Just like us, computers had stages of evolution too. They are called generations of computers. Each is classified based on the kind of technology used to build them, which means there are altogether five generations of computer. The first computers were built around 1946 and were huge. This is because they used vacuum tubes. Vacuum tubes were glass tubes with the air removed, creating a vacuum. They contained electrodes and were used as a switch or amplifier. Vacuum tubes produced a lot of heat and took up a lot of space. So first-generation computers were expensive to maintain and slow, compared to those models that evolved later. The second generation began in 1959 with the use of transistors instead of vacuum tubes. This made them cheaper, consume less power, more compact in size and more reliable. Primary and secondary memory were distinguished and high-level programming languages were used. Both these concepts will become clear in the next few units, so stick with it. In 1965, the third generation of computers began with integrated circuits built into them. This made computers drastically more compact in size, as well as more reliable and efficient. For the first time, users could interact with the computer using a keyboard and a monitor. This was amazing progress. From 1971 onwards, computers began to look like the desktop version we all know and recognize. The major changes that have happened since then have been increased processing speed and the reduced size of the machines. Thus today, we have a mobile phone, which is much more powerful than our average laptops or desktops. Computers have definitely come a long way since their inception. The first computers could only be afforded by large corporations that could maintain them. Now any individual might own multiple computers and in many cases, does. Basis, our mobile phones, a wide variety of computers exists. Most of the computers we see, on a day-to-day basis, are mobile phones, tablets, laptops and in some cases desktops. All these are essentially the same kind of computer, called a personal computer or a PC. There are also other types of computers and setups. These include workstation, mini-computer, mainframe, supercomputer. Let's look at each of them in detail. The PC or personal computer is literally meant for personal, or an individual's, use. They are complete with all of the components being part of the same unit. The best examples of this are a desktop, a laptop, a mobile phone or a tablet. Workstations are similar to personal computers. They too are standalone machines meant for individual use. However, as the name suggests, they are used usually at the workplace and come with high processing and storage capabilities. They are often linked together in a network and may have shared resources such as memory or a processor. A mini-computer is larger than a personal computer with much higher processing power. It can support and process work from around 250 users simultaneously. It is usually used as a shared resource in a small network. A mainframe computer is a large and expensive computer. It can manage thousands of users simultaneously. It is used by companies for bulk operations like data capture and management, and to support large applications. Supercomputers are the fastest computers available today. They are very expensive and are used for large applications that require immense amount of calculations. It does go without saying that today, We use computers constantly and are unable to function without them. We might as well re-edit the march of progress. Computers today are smarter than most of us, and we are building them to become smarter still. Okay. Time to revise. To understand what makes computers so cool, check out the next unit. We'll see just what they are made of. See you there.